Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man DOS Remake version 2.x. During the last part, I played through 3 runs of Endless Mode. So now, as promised, I'll be going through the map builder and map player. Let's first take a look at the map builder itself. Here, using the map builder, we can basically create these levels. As we can see here, there's a lot of interface elements. We have the doors, we have the boss room, and we have all these different objects that we can use. Let's pick screen number 0. If I know how to do this. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we have to use the mouse for this. Sorry. I thought we have to use the keyboard for all this. But yeah, using this we can create all these elements using all these things present on the right side. And trust me, there are quite a few elements here. Like some of them are from the, if I can see, some of them are from the Endless Mode, some of them from other places. But yeah, quite interesting. Like if I do this, let's see here, are the platforms? I guess I'm just going to see if this works. Oh yeah, and you can show all the tiles, the enemies, like we can place a Metar here, the invisible blocks. These creatures, whose names I keep forgetting, the fan blowers, an E-tank. You can even show the solid and what's not solid. We can raise water, lower water, move the spawn point. Quite nice, although I wonder how solid objects are done here. And there are instructions for how each one of these work. So I quite like it. Oh yeah, and I need to figure... But essentially we can add all sorts of interesting stuff over here. And we have many different object layers too, so that's nice. Oops, yeah. And once you're done, you can exit out and save it. As you may know, I'm not really that good with level editors, especially with this, so it'll take some extra time, so you won't be seeing me design a level here. But I quite like it that this game actually comes with its own level editor, as most of the other Mega Man fan games don't really even come with a level editor itself. It's usually separate. If it does even come with it, it's completely separate from the game itself. The only ones I can think of right now are Blika's engine, although when it was used for Super Danny 1 and 2, well, it was heavily modified. And there's also the Megamel engine, or Make a Good Mega Man level engine, which was based off of Blika's engine. But those are separate from the games themselves. Here it's integrated right into the game itself, so I quite like it. As I showed here, you have a lot of different features you can go through, a lot of different fun tile sets you can play around with. So there's a lot of replay value for people who, if they want to remake levels. Unfortunately, I didn't really see that many people play around with this. Especially as I think you can add even more level layouts and make it more crazy. But I'll need more time to play around with this if I want to actually play one of these levels. Oh yeah, before I go, let me for that matter, let me see what happens if I just do this. Let's see, object layer is at 1. Oh, this is what. No, this is too terrible. You get the idea. And now on the object layer number 2, place solid objects. And let's see if the enemies work. We have these, large wet energy, E-tank, life, okay, life, and move spawn to the left. Let's see how this works. Okay, so this is solid. Unfortunately, the enemies didn't spawn because I didn't do it correctly. Oh well. But yeah, you have a lot of creative ability. Unfortunately, I didn't really change the music. I'm not sure if you can change it. We'll see. Oh yeah, what happened to the enemies? Oh yeah, they probably didn't get spawned, so let's try it again. Okay, here are the enemies. But yeah, a lot of creativity you can put in here. And I suppose they'll spawn correctly as well. Good, it certainly is a little bit faster to get started with compared to the Fangame engine, though you don't have that much more... unless you want to work with just the base tile set here, you don't have that much flexibility. As you don't have the ability like in Game Maker or the Fangame or Black engine or Custom engine to customly make out some of these objects. I would like the ability to add stuff like a scripting editor or something in order to increase the number of options you could have, and maybe putting out the custom objects. Oh yeah, and we can actually change the music too, so that's nice. Unfortunately, this also shows the fact that the audio balancing or music balancing of this game is kind of bad. I mean, just listen to the different volumes. Seems kind of... Some of the songs are definitely louder than the others. But anyways, I spent enough time dabbling around with the editor. Quite enjoyable. So now let's actually play some of the levels. I downloaded 5 or 6 levels from the Steam Workshop. 5 were sample levels from the main developer, and 1 was contributed from another player. Which was kind of unfortunate as I didn't really see that many player-submitted levels, or player-created levels on the Steam Workshop. I only saw 1, which is greatly appreciated, but I really wish this game had more popularity or influence or notice so that there would be more player-made levels. As I quite enjoy playing more of this. Okay, the map player. Give me a few seconds, as it seems to have defaulted into a kind of a strange folder. Okay, I'll be playing these in alphabetical order plus the author's order, so let's start out with Fortress 2. Apparently this was made by the creator in order to test out the level layouts and other things. This isn't exactly like the original Wily 2 Stage 1, but it's close. At least that's what he said, or the creator said. Like, I remember there was being another obstacle nearby. And boy, I really wish I had item 1 or 2. Or Rush. Oh, hello, Sniper. Returning Sniper Joe. Oh, this is so much easier with the ability to fire with the Shark Boomerang. And of course the Volt Shield. Ow. The Volt Buckler, never mind. Here's a segment that would normally require the item 2, I believe. Whoa. But this is a nice substitute. And there's the end of the stage. Interesting enough, we actually have a timer on the top. And instead we fight Dynaman instead of the Mecha Dragon. Of course, we did have a Mecha Dragon fight before, so it's kind of strange why we did this. And I know this isn't really his weakness, but I just like playing around with this. What was his weakness? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the binary dash, sorry. Oh, that's the wrong one. Otherwise, once we complete a stage, we get the end game team for some reason. And that's about it for this stage. Time to go on to a little bit more creative stages. Oh yeah, and during the end, we actually see how this stage was created in the level editor. So that's kind of nice. There seems to be some extra screens for some reason, but yeah, we can see the general layout, so let's try the next one. Oh no, I don't want to save. Open, yeah. Okay, now that we're done Fortress, let's do Metal Man Game Boy. Which is basically Metal Man Stage, but based on the Game Boy version of the game. Essentially Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy, similar to what happened in Quinn's Revenge. Whoa. So there's going to be some differences, and yeah, and some spike drops. At least there's delays here. Otherwise, these stages aren't that bad, but I can imagine these stages getting quite devious with the level editor. Oh, and yeah, I hate these types of jumps, mainly when these happen. Let's try this again. Oh, at least there was a checkpoint over here. And the timer vanished for some reason. Oh well. I have nothing much else to say here, because I never really played the original Mega Man 2 on the Game Boy. The closest thing was, well, Quinn's Revenge, but even then, that really overhauled most of the stages. But yeah, Shark Boomerang is overpowered as it is, as usually is. Let's see what we're fighting here. Oh, hello, Doc Robot. I suppose you're Metal Man this time. Yep. Of course, you aren't that difficult, as expected. So I'm just gonna spam the wave. I'm just going to use this and spam the wave torrent. Of course, a direct hit is necessary for the maximum effect. Ow. And yeah, I just tanked through that. If this was a real fight, I would have been killed already. I just wish there were more attacks like this so the Volt Buckler would be less overpowered. To be fair, without the energy upgrades, it is kind of... You only have 4 shots compared to the 8 or 16 I had, so there's that. Okay, let's try the next stage. Metalworks. I just wish there was a direct play button, because whenever you press play, it asks you to save. And this one, apparently, according to creator, is just a test to just go directly to the boss. And it crashed. Wonderful. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened there. Apparently there was some issue with the boss scripting or something. Here we're at the Molten Clockwork. And instead, we have Shadow Man's team, and we have the gear background from Metal Man, as well as the lava from Hard Man's stage. Not Hard Man, Shadow Man, my apologies. Ow, this is being so annoying. There we go. And we're underwater. This is quite surreal for me. Ow. I wouldn't exactly expect the water to be right here in a Clockwork stage, with lava in the... I mean, look, there's lava in the lower left corner of the screen, underwater. Or molten metal. Or maybe it's in the background. Yeah, there's lava. Or molten metal. I don't know exactly where Shadow Man's stage takes place at. Is it a smelter or furnace? I'm not too sure. Okay. I was thinking that would be an instant death drop. Oops, and that was a drop. I thought I could make it just by walking past it. Well, at least the checkpoints are really generous here. And for sake of variety, I'll be using my outer weapons. Oh, whoa. At least this is quite fast underwater. Oh, whoa. Oh, I thought that was part of the ground. Okay. Let's do this again. Well, this is certainly a step up in terms of difficulty, that's for sure. Turn back on the Volt Buckler. And I don't think that'll be a good idea. Yeah, pierces right to the shield, unfortunately. At least it one hit kills them. To be fair though, as I mentioned in previous parts, because of the nerf of the knockback time as well as invulnerability time, my usual strategy of just abusing the invincibility frames doesn't work anymore. So yeah, I have to be much more cautious while making these jumps, so I don't skewer myself on the spikes. Let's take the right route. And it was the correct one. Nice. Let's see who we'll be facing this time. I suppose it'll be Metal Man, or Doc Robot Man. Okay, hello Doc Robot. Okay, it's Doc Robot Shadow Man. Oh, it's a mix between Shadow Man and... Oh no, it's a mix between Dynaman and Razor Man. Well, this stage has been completed, not too bad. I just wish there was more creative terrain. After all, I see a lot of interesting creations that could be here. Here's the stage and how you're supposed to go through it. Pretty nice. Okay, let's do the other one then. Let's do Woodman Game Boy. And this is also by the main creator of the game, Dark Lord. Okay. And we have Hornet Man's team from Mega Man 9. But here's the original version of Woodman on the Game Boy, or at least a close replication to it. You know what, I'm just gonna spam the Oil Igniter here. That's a lot of... Wow, it takes a lot of hits before it's destroyed. Getting a lot of power-ups though from doing this. And yeah, the bubble bats flying into the great heavens is always kind of funny. Always funny to see. And it seems like the power-ups actually inherit the direction of where the oil bubbles go. I just wish I had some W tanks. Oh yeah, Dynamite Wrecker. There we go. It just completely wrecks those hot dogs. And a water segment. Oh, whoa. Sneaky. I didn't expect that to be there. After all, there's no indication that there are actually spikes on the top. But that's kind of creative. At least I was placed in a little bit more kind spot. Very close to dying, though. But yeah, I'm quite liking these created levels. Sure, some of them were designed more to be similar to the original game, but they do showcase the creative power of the level designer. Although I would say that in terms of what the levels are shown here, there's a lot more crazy things that can be done from the feature set I already showed in the level builder. I mean, these feel kind of tame. Okay, we're almost back at where we left off, and to the more annoying segment that I'd never really liked in Woodman stage, that being the chicken runs. Well, that's not exactly what they're called, but that's what I call them, the chicken walkers. Okay, here's a chicken walker segment. Well, I suppose the sonic reflector would be one of the better options. I hope, at least. Oh, I'm out of... Oops. That's bad. At least the flame rush one-shots them. Let's get out of here. Who are you fighting? Are you fighting Doc Wood now? Oh no, we're fighting Sonic Man. What were you weak against? Oh yeah, this. That's not good. Oh shoot. Yeah, this is I'm going to have to do this again. Without his weakness. Oh boy. That's going to be a slight problem. Well, I suppose I can just spam the wave torrent. And I've kind of cheesed the boss fight against Sonic Man several times, so yeah. This is not going to be that good. Or I can just spam the Razor Blade, which is strong enough anyway. At least he doesn't jump as much. But yeah, if I were to just do a perfect run by just using the Mega Buster, this boss fight is kind of tough, with all the projectiles going. Or just be me that I didn't really get his strategy. Okay, here's all the screens, as usual. Oh yeah, a consistent screen, I think, and the boss. Okay then, let's go on to the final one. Unlike the other 5 stages I played through, this one was created by Steam user Shmed Kalkan, or however you pronounce it, and he created the mountains level. So let's take a look at it. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, Shmed Kalkan. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're in the mountains. Already we have a lot of bottomless pits here. Let's put this up and get my favorite weapons out. Oh yeah, and I forgot that the Flame Rush actually pierces through shields again. Ah, creative there. Oh, we have this now. Well, at least the shield is making short work out of all these garbage dispensers. Oh yeah, and the shields... Strange enough that those cannons actually resist piercing. And boy, these enemies which throw these rocks, they're the most durable, as you can see. I mean, they resist several flame rushes. Kind of crazy if you ask me. And I wonder if if you can do alternate or multiple paths in this level editor. Well, I suppose you can, as the original game did do this. But this is certainly more of the unique levels, about the same difficulty compared to the Molten Clockwork. Oh, that would have been a good place for an alternate path, if you ask me. Oh, trash. Oh. Oh, you can jump right through them. Interesting. Lots of varieties of enemies, though, and variety in challenges as well. I quite enjoy that. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I see it. I see an alternate path there. There we go. I suspected much. I suspected as much. Clever usage of alternate pathways here. Of course, Calcan's level is the only one who really used the alternate pathways anyway. Now, if we can hide secrets behind the level objects, that would be fun as well. Oh yeah, bolt. Oh, that was a strange okay. Kind of a strange transition if you ask me. You know what, I'm just gonna spam this. But yeah, that was a... Yeah, let's do this again. I mean, look, this is a very strange transition here. I mean, we're transitioning right in the center or something, and the camera goes a bit crazy. Strange. It should have been more of a smooth transition there. Probably a glitch with the editor or something. As I don't know how you can do half rooms there. Okay, let's see who we're fighting. Hopefully we have a more uneven boss room. Oh, hello, Razor Man. What were you against again? Oh, that's the wrong one. Was it the oil igniter? No, it was the bit. It was the bit one, the binary dash. I still find it funny that Volt Buckler still persists upon death. Okay, let's do this correctly then. Turn on the shield, turn on, and get the binary dash. We do have a different room layout, which is nice. There we go. Rammed right into him. I also like the capability that you can edit the boss rooms in order to create more interesting fights with different room layouts. Although I think it'll break some of the boss AIs unless you can change them. Okay, let's check Calcan's level. Quite interesting. 17, 19, and 22. Yeah, I enjoyed this level the most out of the bunch. So great job, Calcan. Let's reset. So, well, now that I played through the map builder and map player, I guess I played through all of what Mega Man DOS Remake has to offer in its current state. I already talked about what the password does. It just makes you a one-hit point wonder, essentially similar to Roko-chan's I Wanna Beat a Human mode. And, well, I completed the main game and tried out Endless mode. So I guess this is it for my Let's Play of Mega Man DOS Remake version 2.x. I quite enjoyed this title. I already gave my final thoughts about the main levels and weapons in the during the finale of the main game, so I won't repeat it here. But, as I repeated, I quite enjoyed this title, quite enjoyed most of the levels and most of the weapons, and I would recommend other people to play this title. There are some wonky things with the physics, like with knockback and flinch time, as well as some oddities with some of the Doc Robot fights, or levels, as you saw with the many crashes that happened during one part. But if you overlook them, I quite enjoyed. And the creator of this game is always updating it. I mean, when I started the LP, I was on 2.3 or 2.4, and now we're on 2.13. So I suppose a lot of other updates are to come. And comparing this to the original Mega Man DOS Remake version 1.x, this has been a major improvement in several areas. At first I thought I was going to play Mega Man DOS Remake as a cautionary tale of how not to create Mega Man levels, as well as some gems buried beneath the low-quality dirt, but now with all these updates, it's turned into a fine fan game. It isn't really in my top 5 Mega Man fan games, but I consider it to be above average to decent. So if you want to play a Mega Man title which actually is a good remake of the original Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 3 games with DOS, this is the one to play. Well then, I thank you all for watching me throughout this LP. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!